Are they going to show Usher as guilty as well?
Yes.
He said that he went to go live with Diddy for a whole year. His parents let him go live with him. I mean, what parent does that? What parent is going to let you go across the country and live with a grown man? You're only 13 years old.
It's definitely a wake-up call for the entire industry and for the world to see what has been going on behind closed doors for so many years. We have
Most of us probably adored or still adore some of these stars, but
Yeah.
sometimes they're just completely different people. They're nothing like what you see in a movie or on a talk show. We want you all to start thinking and questioning who you really admire that you don't really know personally.
In May, the people, the normies, start to realize that they need to stop worshiping these people.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our channel, The Three of Pentacles. We are three tarot card readers, and we love to read on world events, world news, and even everyday stuff that we see around us. And we also like to read on things for entertainment purposes, and not only entertainment purposes, because sometimes we go really, really deep, and we get to some serious subjects like the subject that we're doing in this video, which we're talking about P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, whatever you want to call him. He is a music mogul, and he is of all the rappers, the singers, the celebrities, and everything. Everybody, I'm sure everybody knows him. If you don't know him by his name, if you see his picture, you're gonna probably recognize him. But before we get into all of that, I would like to introduce my two Woo sisters. We were getting into my two beautiful Woo sisters and very intelligent and intuitive. We have Miss Kaila and Miss Lynn.
Hi,
hi
everybody.
everyone, and our beautiful Barbara.
And my name is Barbara. Thank you. Thank you for that. So here we go. We're going to be talking about he has his court case that's going on. So they supposedly have him held back and locked up somewhere, and they're going to have his court case. And we have a little bit of the drawings of his court case, because from what we understand, cameramen and reporters are not allowed in the room for some reason. And I have my little doubts about that, because whenever they do these little cartoon things, I'm thinking, are they really having a court case, or is it just that they're acting, are they acting like they are? Because we don't have any real proof. Somebody's just drawing it. So is that real? But anyway, maybe we can pull cards on that too. But so what would you all like to pull cards on, Lynn and Kyla? How it's gonna go, or?
Yeah, let's see a general overview of the trial. Are we going to actually get some good exposure as to what was really happening in at those Diddy parties? Is this going to be soft, hopefully, I don't know, run into allowing the Epstein files to finally being released?
Yeah, because it looks like you were saying earlier, that the Epstein guy kind of like had power over the politicians and all those people, and Puff Daddy has power over Hollywood and the rappers and the actors like that. I guess that it's like a hierarchy thing. You take care of that group, and I take care of this group, and it's just the craziness that's coming out of these stories. And I just recently saw this morning an Usher video, and they were interviewing him, and they said he said that he went to go live with Diddy for a whole year. His parents let him go live with him. I mean, what parent does that? What parent is going to let you go across the country and live with a grown man? You're only 13 years old, 13. And then Usher also said that, yeah, he saw a lot of stuff. He downplayed a lot of stuff, like, oh yeah, matter of fact, I've seen some stuff and I wasn't ready for it. But he really downplayed it. He just said, yeah, I was 13 years old. I was up in the clubs with Diddy, and all these grown women were up there doing things and offering him certain things, and he was. I don't know if he was downplaying it or if he was just trying to be discreet and be a gentleman, but I don't know about that, because we don't know.
He didn't want everybody knowing what was happening to him. So,
Yeah, and there's another person on the internet that's talking about all these. It's a female. I forget her name. I'll pull her up in the video when we do the video. And she says, you know what? he needs to stop that because he's the one that brought Justin Bieber into, and
Yeah. Yeah.
you know. Anyway, so here's our card pulled. So okay,
Wow.
so
So that's the bottom
how
line.
did you ask the question,
Yeah,
Kyla?
my question was, what is going to be the outcome of this case? Is it actually going to produce justice, actual justice? Are we going to see the start of real justice happening?
Wow, you've got some powerful cards.
We have how many major arcanas? We have four major arcanas. So this is big.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So
And
what
it's
would the
big.
first card be? The trial?
That will be the trial, yes.
Yeah, kind of like their long, hard fight to get there finally, right? The Queen of Swords bringing that truth.
Very
Um,
tiring.
It's been
yeah.
a lot of hard work to get to this trial, yes.
Yeah.
And and also the Nine of Wands sometimes means it's almost over. It's at the 11th hour. In fact, you did get the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how would you pull all that in, Kyla? How would you?
So we have the Queen of Swords coming in as card number 2. So this has to do with a lot of truth. It's hard truth because the Queen, she doesn't play. We have the
Yeah.
Wheel of Fortune just below, so it's really switching things around. We're hoping for the better. In the environment, what it's looking like is a lot of things are being balanced here. There's a lot of emotions in the background. We have the Two of Pentacles here. But the outcome is a judgment card, and that entire bottom row are major arcana cards. So this is big. It's about waking people up. It's about judgment does have a little bit to do with justice as well. But it's definitely a wake-up call for the entire industry and for the world to see what has been going on behind closed doors for so many years. We have the Star and Wheel of Fortune. So the Star card is sometimes about healing, it's about vulnerability. It could also be about stars, right? People who are in the public eye and who are, very famous. And we have, so with the Star card and the Wheel of Fortune in this pull, it's about things flipping, things going the other way, and it's not necessarily good. In the clarifiers, I don't know why I felt like pulling 3 cards. We have the Hierophant, we have 3 of Pentacles, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. So we have the systems and structures behind this entertainment industry coming into play, the bad ones. It's like if they're being highlighted here. And all of these agreements that they have made in the background, things that they have allowed to happen, and that has become part of their whole industry.
Yeah.
It's coming out into the open now. Hopefully this is the beginning of much more to come, and we actually see real justice happening. At the bottom of the deck we have the 10 of Wands. So this has been a lot of hard work, as Barbara was saying, but this person is about to come to some sort of harvest here. So hopefully this does bring about some actual positivity in the end.
Yeah. Looks like it. Well said. What do you think?
Yeah.
You got anything else to add, Barbara?
Yeah, no, she basically ran it down. And I think the King of Wands in this pull would probably be either Diddy or whoever is Diddy's boss. It could be, it could
be.
also be,
It-
huh?
Yeah, it could be the White Hats. It could be Trump and them in the
Could be White
background,
Hats.
having set it
Yeah.
all up. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just looking at how it's aspected. Okay, it's aspected with the Queen of Wands, of course, because it's a trial going on, but you have that Two of Pentacles that's kind of wishy-washy, and it's almost like basically the shit show that you were talking about earlier. Could be
Yeah.
next to the Nine of Wands.
It
So I was
doesn't,
thinking,
I mean, it doesn't look like it's going to be a shit show. It looks like we're going to get some stuff, but I think, like, I
Yeah.
love Kyla read the star card as stars, which the Wheel of Fortune
As
is going to
star.
be flipping their lives upside down. So it's probably going to be a shit show for some of them.
Yeah, most definitely. And the stars sometimes could also be exposure.
Yep.
They're exposing
Mhm.
everything that's going on. They're exposing the stars.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Absolutely.
at one time, most of us probably adored or still adore some of these stars, but
Yeah.
sometimes they're just completely different people. They're nothing like what you see in a movie or on a talk show. It's just completely
Exactly.
different. So we have to keep our eyes open on that. We want you all to start thinking and questioning who you really admire that you don't really know personally.
Yeah.
Yes,
Just because they're on TV
Put
and they
them on
look
a pedestal. Yeah.
exactly.
just because they're on TV and they look beautiful. And I'm one of the first people to talk about this because I've met so many, and some of you all have probably seen some of the pictures that I put up. And believe me, it's a whole different thing. And good thing that I got out of it before I got in.
Yeah.
Yeah, just not a good feeling. Not a good feeling. So did you all want to pull any other, like around, like how Usher is going to be pulled in, or Justin Bieber, because that's who they're talking about right now, connected with him? Is that necessary? Is that, you know, is that all we need to know? What do I want to do?
I'm good.
It's all been said.
I'm, you know,
You good?
I'm glad to
wanna
know
keep
it's not
this
going to be a
one.
shit show. You know,
Yeah.
we just kind of
Yeah.
wanted a quick update.
So yeah,
I
we can
did
cut this
quickly.
piece out, but maybe we can come in as it goes, and
Yeah.
if they come in, we can then pull on them.
Yeah. Because
Sure.
Usher and Bieber are probably going to be pulled in way later. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of other people first. That's my
Oh,
opinion.
yeah.
Who knows? Do you
All
want
right.
to ask the pendulum a couple questions, Barbara?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's ask if they're gonna pull Usher in a as a guilty person that worked with are they gonna show Usher as guilty as well?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, because he was a victim when he was younger, but I guess when he got older, he could have just left it. But was it really him that brought Justin Bieber into to Diddy's
Yes.
home? So is Justin Bieber going to be considered guilty as well when it comes to
Yeah.
so yeah, so it looks like you have these two that they were brought in as children, if I can say that word. But since they become adults, they could have made their own decisions, but they kept going through, and I guess that's how they're going to be judged.
Yep. That's
Yeah.
what it says.
All right. According to our cards and according to Lynn's pendulum, this is what's going to go. We'll keep our eyes open to see what really actually happens, and we hope the best for the innocent.
Yeah, for the victims.
Yes.
Sure.
May justice be served finally.
Yeah.
Yes, we serve
And
fire.
in May, the people, the normies, start to realize that they need to stop worshiping these people.
And
Yeah.
I'm hoping that it actually comes out in the public,
Yeah.
because sometimes things,
Absolutely.
stay hidden.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true because they do things behind doors, and it looks like they did something in public, which is justified. But we need to know the truth. What really happened?
Well, I think with the planetary alignments and everything else, and with Jupiter going back into Cancer and stuff like that, I think there's a lot of alignments that are coming up with Pluto, where hidden things and stuff like that should be coming out.
Revealed.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, we shall see. We want everybody to keep their eyes open and do your own research and check this stuff out for yourself and have critical thinking. You know, everybody doesn't do it all at the same time, but just do one step at a time. There you go, from the Three of Pentacles.
There's lots of rabbit holes to go down. Start digging.
Yes,
And we
for
will be
sure.
digging more as the court case goes on. We'll be coming back and we'll do some updates. And we'd like to thank everybody for watching this video, liking, sharing, and subscribing. And Kaila's going to let you know where we're going to be, where you can find us.
We are on YouTube, Rumble, we're now on Instagram, and also we have a Facebook community. All of the information will be down in the description below. We will never contact you first, so please beware of scammers.
Exactly.
And thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you from the Three of Pentacles.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.